What's going on, everybody? It's Dan, Moonshine, the Hillbilly Hellraiser. How you doing? I'm doing all right. It's the end of my weekend, which means I got to go to work, which probably means I'm not doing all right because I got to go to work, but that's all right. You got to pay the bills. But otherwise, very good stuff. It's a nice day out. It's getting kind of warm here in Florida, so we'll see. I was watching Anthony from Metal Miners. He posted a couple new videos, so I was watching that, and he was talking about how the weather's been picking up down here as far as the warmth. And yeah, man, I don't know if I'm ready for summer just yet. Florida heat's a different kind of heat, but yeah, otherwise just still listening to a bunch of new releases. So I figured I would talk about the new Hellripper that just came out, Coronach. This is Hellripper's fourth full length album. Hellripper is a one man project. James McBain, a Scottish fella, he's the main dude behind the whole thing. He does all the lyrics, the vocals, the music. He gets a couple of studio session people to do certain things with him because he's got some string stuff on here, a couple of people helping with vocals. But beyond that, the whole this is his baby. He gets a touring bunch of touring musicians to go out on the road with him so they can play live. But yeah, man, this is all him. Other than the cover art right here by Adam Burke and Damien Herring helping master the album. Yeah, he's pretty much his hands are all over this thing, and uh, yeah, it's sorry, getting a little distracted for a quick moment here. But it's a follow-up to 2023's Warlock Grim and Withered Hags, which a lot of people were talking about back when that came out. It wound up on a lot of people's best of lists. If you're not familiar with Hellripper, Hellripper's I, I'm going to refer to it as BDSM music. There's lots of similarities, lots of leather, pain and pleasure involved here, but mostly because I would refer to it as black and death speed metal is the best way to describe Hellripper. If you're a fan of old school thrash, uh, any sort of black metal, lots of speedy stuff like Motorhead and Venom, Midnight, and Bewitcher stuff like that. And any of the like old school 80s speed bands, then you'll definitely appreciate this one. I'm starting to notice, and I heard a lot of it. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm starting to notice there's really like this renaissance of that old school 80s speed sound. Like I was talking about in my previous video about that band Midnight Vice and a band like Void. And then on this one, you're really starting to hear certain bands are really they're adopting and embracing that old school 80s speed metal sound, like that Lizzie Borden, Raven, Savatage. There's a ton of other bands I'm forgetting, and yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's a favorite of mine, so I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, I'm really starting to notice that it's pretty cool. I don't know what sparked it, but hey, as the kids say, I'm here for it. But yeah, let's get into this a little bit. So it's 8 songs, 44 minutes of music. Starts off with Hunderpriest or Hunderprest. I think I'm saying that correctly. Uh, it's full of black metal dissonance. Really nice speedy opener. Goes into again. I'm going to try to pronounce this without butchering. Kinkle, Goatcraft and Granite. This one's got lots of graveyard boogie on here. This is a very much like a midnightish Venom kind of speedy black and roll, for lack of a better way of describing it, song. It's complete with gang vocals, a nice little acoustic breakdown in the middle there that just kind of gives it a nice little flavor. Um, I'd have to say I'll just kind of focus on the vocals for a quick second here. The vocals throughout are as demonic and intense as I've heard from Hellripper, but at the same time, it's also another situation where the clarity of it isn't getting lost for it's not getting sacrificed for the intensity or just the gutturalness or the shriekiness. You can still make out, just sitting there listening to it, you can make out lyrics, which is cool, especially if you're someone who likes to follow along to the songwriting. It's very good stuff. Art of Resurrection is a very cool song. Opens with a little piano arrangement that really kind of belies the delicious, delicious speed riff that follows. There's lots of what's really cool about it. It's a very multi-layered song. You can hear all the different guitar pieces that James is throwing in between the riffs, and then I don't exactly know what you call them when you're just kind of like playing up and down I don't know, arpeggios. Is that what it is? I don't know, but there's lots going on there, and it's not to the point where it just gets all jumbled together. It's really nicely done. I'll actually going into the next one, Baubin Sith. I will say this is kind of the one thing the one probably main criticism I have of the album is like, especially with this song, it's really, again, another multi-layered guitar driven song. It's got various tone shifts throughout it, and it's a really ambitious song, as are a couple on this album. They're really ambitious songs. Uh, but sometimes they kind of get betrayed a little bit by the recording because you can tell how intense the song is, but it doesn't necessarily translate as you're listening to it. But you can tell probably live this is going to kick major ass. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's got a really nice riff towards the end of the album. This thing is chock full of riffs. I mean, it's just riff city here as far as this album goes. Black Satanic Fuckstorm. It's I guess we'll stick with the theme here of the song title. This is a return to some nun fisting, holy water spiking black metal boogie. It's got a little hi hat abuse in the middle there and a very shredding lead. The leads on this entire album, they're so fierce and ripping that I thought poor David Naughton and Griffin Dunn were going to get attacked on the moors again, with these leads being the way they are. But yeah, next up, Sculptor's Cave. That's another really good one. Another real epic song with monster riffs. It's got D beats into double kicks, it mixes little punk elements, and you get the string accompaniments in the background. And there's a riff at the 2:30 point in the song that's just grim as all hell. I mean, just fantastic, fantastic stuff. And then the final two tracks are two of the singles that came out, Mortician and Coronach. Mortician's another really ambitious song. You get more strings in the background, kind of leaving a different flavor on the song. Lots of old school thrash riffs. And then towards the end, you even get a little cowbell. And it's like whenever there's some cowbell going on, the business is about to pick up on these songs. And it does, but it's brief. And then the song ends. But very cool stuff. Coronach, again, another very epic song. Lots of very ambitious. Begins with a funeral march. And then it's accented really nicely with lots of dual leads, gang vocals. You got the strings again. Lots of new wave of British heavy metal sentiment going on this one. Just a really, really, really good song. Overall, this album is tremendous. I would rate this very highly. I would definitely recommend you go pick it up if you haven't already. I got my copy. It should be here on Tuesday of this upcoming week. So I'm looking forward to that. But I figured while I had time, I would just bang out my thoughts on the album itself. And overall, I would say James did a bang up job on this album. It is a fantastic release. It's out on uh, it's out on Century Media because I picked this one up and then I picked up the new Mayhem while I was at it because I listened to that. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't pick it up yet and never really talked about it. But another really good one. Century Media's been having a pretty good year thus far with the releases it's put out between Mayhem and Hellripper. That Worm one is really good. Again, I haven't picked that one up, but that's a good one. I listened to it a couple of times, but that's one of those when I pick it up, I got to sit down and like kind of like focus on it because there's a lot going on with that one. So it's good, but there's a lot happening there. So that's something that really I would have to sit down and really focus on. It's definitely not background music, but it's really really good. But yeah, overall, Hellripper Coronach, I would say that this has enough intensity, integrity, and intelligence that even certain gold medalist would break his neck again headbang into this thing. So yeah, man, go check this out. It's available now. You probably get it pretty much anywhere. Pester your local record store if you can about getting it in, if they'll carry it. But otherwise, yeah, go pick it up wherever you can because it's a fantastic one. All right, then I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta start getting ready to go to work and just hopefully it's a good night there. Hopefully we're nice and busy. Hopefully everybody has a good weekend. The rest of the weekend, take it easy, and as always, stay sick, stay heavy, stay brutal. Always tuck your chin upon impact. Don't forget to breathe. Keep headbanging iron slang, and have a good one. And I'll catch you on the next video. Later.